Hello, this is Tara Sweeney with West Coast Industrial Solutions Magazine. I sat down with Janelle Ozeran, the board director and executive director of Ideaworks, a makerspace in downtown Fresno, California, to discuss Ideaworks. Ozeran discusses how Ideaworks both shapes and is shaped by its downtown location. I hope you enjoy this bit of our interview and that you can gain further insight beyond the article in our January to March 2020 quarterly on how makerspaces are revolutionizing manufacturing and revitalizing the workforce. Thank you for reading, and thank you for listening.
Fresno's a lot more awesome than people realize.
That's another part of the article is I want to feature the Central Valley because we are a center for all these industries.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have a misconception.
They do.
They
I'm
don't
not
understand.
A native, and
right.
when I moved here about 14 and a half years ago, I knew nothing about it except William Saroyan, so I was like, yay, going to Saroyan land. It turned out not to be that so much. There was professional baseball, so that was a selling point for me too. I've lived in a lot of places, and I've, made a friend everywhere I've lived, but I really feel like I have made a lot of real friends in Fresno. And because of this weird juxtaposition of it's a big city, but it's a small town, it can't decide, there is a lot of diversity and creativity, both just generally demographically, but also in industry.
Yes.
Right? The agricultural base is still the foundation of this economy, but this is a big city. And that's kind of cool. There is so much room for that kind of entrepreneurial spirit, that creative spirit, both in art and in industry, because there's so much opportunity. If you're ag-minded or if you're tech-minded, it's here. And I think that's very cool. It's very unique. The natives take it real seriously, so I'm not putting Fresno down.
I came here 12 years ago, officially now, and I grew up where things like Ideaworks didn't seem like that would be that far off, and I've noticed that there is a lot of pushback for change, but then once it comes in, they understand it more. I think that's true. And I think when I first moved here, downtown just bewildered me. I was like, this city has an awesome history, incorporated in 1872. It's always been one of the biggest cities in the state. And I've seen so much change down here, especially, don't you think, in the last 4 or 5 years, people will be pushed out. But on the other hand, for a community like Ideaworks, that's something to keep in mind. How diverse is our membership? Who are we missing? Who have we not invited into this space? Who belongs here? Everybody belongs here. So there's a lot to think about. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, but I love downtown, and we've been on this block, for 7 years, and that's awesome. So we belong here. We looked at a couple of other buildings and chose this one primarily because it is a historic building, and we didn't, like the idea that but we bought it from the grandson of the original owner, and we didn't like the idea that someone might just be buying the land. Right. But also, this is our neighborhood. We didn't want to leave downtown, and we didn't want to leave this kind of funky H Street, north of the ballpark, whatever direction we're at. So I'm very happy in here. Yeah. A lot of work, though. Yes. A lot of work. That concludes this section of the interview. Feel free to continue reading the article on Makerspaces or listen to other sections of this interview and interviews with other examples of makerspaces in Fresno, California. Thank you for reading, and thank you for listening.